Well, good morning, folks. It's Saturday, and you know what that means? What that means? It's time for episode number 16 of our F122 My Team Career Mode with Team Chaseliner. Team Taste. I can't get my words out today. I'm having problems speaking, as is normal with me at the moment. Anyway, there's how everything looks. We saw how everything looks for the vehicle. Take a look at the standings. Charles Leclerc leads away from Carlos Sainz, George Russell, Max Verstappen, Jackie still holding down in P5, despite 2 non-points finishes in the row. Sergio Perez, Kevin Magnussen, Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, and Valtteri Bottas, your top 10 in points. And Juri still on 8 points, and he's holding it down in P19. But that's good. That's acceptable. We like that. Juri is doing good things. I wouldn't care if he finishes last in the championship. He scored. Oh, good lord!
We need your input.
How about no? You crazy Chaseliner bastards!
Thanks. I appreciate you taking the time to help.
Where was that before? Oh, yeah, I wouldn't care if Juri finished last in the points now. He scored 8 points in his first season. We will take that. Where's our team badge gone? Do you anyone notice that in the background? Where's our team badge gone? Is anyone else seeing that? Our team badge has just disappeared.
Our new parts have completed without issue.
Anyway.
They'll be on
I know what we're choosing here.
Weekend.
So we'll get practiced and qualified for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Traditionally a boring race. I hope it's going to be really boring. And we'll see you all on the start line for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Hopefully they don't start right at the back of the field. Well, let's hope not anyway.
Welcome to Budapest once again for another round of Formula One action. Historically, a good race for first-time victories, with Button, Hill, Alonso and Heikki Kovalainen all reaching the top step of the podium for the very first time right here. The Hungaroring, it's like Monaco without the boats, although the boats today could come in very handy. 14 corners, 6 to the left and 8 to the right, and some very tricky corners to deal with. These rainy conditions out there aren't going to help either, so it's very likely we'll see a safety car or two during today's race. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Sainz, Max Verstappen and Perez, Norris, Bottas, Magnussen and Daniel Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, Mick Schumacher, Esteban Ocon and Stroll, Gasly, Tsunoda, Sebastian Vettel and the governess, Latifi, Juri Vips, Albon and Guan Yu Zhou. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Joining me on this very wet day is a woman who very much came prepared. Nice wellies there, Nats. Natalie Pinkham, how would you say the wet weather experience differs between Formula One and perhaps some other forms of racing?
I wouldn't say there's much difference, in all honesty. You know, besides the terrifying closing speeds you find in something like sports cars, with different categories all sharing the same track, driving in the rain is, well, driving in the rain. Of course, the biggest difference is the fact that F1 is open cockpit. On the one hand, they'll be cold and wet without a roof, but on the other, it's much simpler to pull a tear off from a visor than it is to clear a dirty windscreen. So I don't think it's too bad.
Mark's gone on holiday again,
here we go.
and you can see the heavens have opened up.
Let me down.
It's P18 and P last, essentially. And I honestly thought it was a better... it was something better than that, but obviously not. And this is going to be probably a boring race. Oh well, if it's a boring race, it's a boring race. We have to... excuse me, we have to live with that. You can see we're running a pretty... I want to put the brake bias up to 50. Especially if it's going to be in the wet. No way I want to be doing that. But yeah, let's go see where we finish. Hopefully somewhere good. Dear me. Well, P18 and P20. I'm hoping, I know it's a full wet race, but I'm hoping for a boring race today. I'm really hoping for another boring race today. Traditional Hungarian boring snooze fest. That would be what we want. Because this track, there is only really one proper overtaking point, and it's down into that first corner. You could probably, if you get a good enough run, you could probably get down into turn 2, and you could maybe do into turn 4 as well, going up the hill. But apart from that, there's nothing. There really is no passing places out there, unfortunately. And that's the nature of this track. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, hang on, right? You had a whinge in the last episode about replacing the French Grand Prix. Why not replace this track? Yeah, but at least this track has character. This track feels old school. It has a form of character. France just feels like a glorified test track. Let's be completely honest with that. And I think a lot of other people will agree with that as well. My stomach is starting to rumble. It is 12:15. This is the 8th video I've done today. Okay, 8th. And I feel fantastic. I feel like I could do some more after lunch. I probably won't, because Simon will be coming back. Then again, I might. I know which ones I could get done, and it wouldn't take long to get them done. Although I could probably leave them until Sunday. If I get them oh god, we got so close to Sebastian then, didn't we? Come on, Sebastian, pull your finger out. Juri, pull your finger out. There you go. Oh dear.
Okay, that's not an ideal placement in your grid slot. You're
Not
going to need
not the best.
The race starts.
But here we go then, folks. Let's hope for a boring Grand Prix as we go to them 5 red lights here at the Hungarian Grand Prix. It's lights out, away we go. The 2 Mercs on the front row. Who would have thought that that would have been the case? As we all head down to the first corner, she's got a decent start. It's not anything mind-blowing, but here's where she makes it all up. Excuse me. Excuse me, coming through. Thank you very much. That's where she makes it all up, under braking. She is so good under braking. Now she's going to go around. How about this? Around the outside of McLaren. That's never going to work in a month of Sundays. Although she gets an absolute mega run up the hill for turn 4, and I think she is going to take that McLaren. Is she? I didn't see in amongst all of that. She did. My God, she must be up into at least P8 or something in that area, because it just felt like that. Oh, and now she's up the inside of that Haas car. Oh, where's she gone? Where'd she go? We got 2 cars side by side, and there she is. We got 2 cars side by side there. We got a Red Bull and a Ferrari side by side. I think one of them has got wing damage. I wouldn't like to say for sure. But let's move on to the end of lap 1 and the start of lap 2, because that car that you see following her is Kevin Magnussen. She is in P8, folks. She is in P8, but as we know, to get past her, you're going to have to go around the outside. You will be made to earn it. And look at those, the 2 Haas cars are now side by side, Kevin Magnussen and Mick Schumacher. And I think Magnussen just got into Schumacher a little bit there, and he's going to retain P9 for the moment. Oh no, still going, yeah, no, retain P9. I thought they were going to go side by side up the hill. Gunter Steiner would have had an absolute heart attack if that had happened, as Ricciardo gets past one of the Alpines. But on to the end of lap 3 and on to lap number 4. Can you guess what is happening, folks? That's right, fuck all. Absolutely fuck all is happening, folks, as you would expect. Because, that's going to be late on the brakes. Oh, that was late on the brakes from Magnussen. I thought he wasn't going to get it slowed down there, but he did. He got it slowed up, and I was going to try and round the outside of turn 2. Not going to work, unfortunately, because, you know, Jackie will just escort you to the outside of the track and into the path of your teammates yet again. As you may try up the hill if you feel that you need to, but it's not going to happen. But on to, well, George Russell's leading again, followed by Charles Leclerc. She's got past Lewis Hamilton, who has struggled offline. Carlos Sainz in P4. Then comes Max Verstappen, and you got Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez, which is the closest fight at the moment on the track. It's all going a bit Pete Tong, and here's another fight that's going on. We're doing a check-in on Juri here because literally nothing is happening. He's down in, well, essentially practically last. But he is keeping Sebastian Vettel at bay. And you've got to show some respect for Juri for keeping a former four-time champion of the world at bay. But here we go. This here is the closest fight on the track. It's between Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez for P6. And you can see Perez gaining and gaining and gaining, but then doesn't make the move. And that's the problem with Hungary. He just doesn't want to make the move. And nobody knows why. On to lap 10, it's still as you were at the front. George Russell leading the way from Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. But, I mean, this is all it is. It's just boring and monotonous. It's boring racing. Oh, nice spark in there from the titanium skid plate underneath George Russell's car. I guarantee you that might be nice to see in real life when we go here. Oh, we've already been here at the time of this recording. And I bet the race was as boring as this one is because Jackie, she's been putting the time on. She's been really stretching this lead out over Kevin Magnussen for P8. It just seems to be that this is all there is at the moment. Let's go back check on Juri. He's still P19, but he's now pulled away from Sebastian Vettel. So maybe that's the thing with this car. As the car starts to get into its groove, then the car starts to come into its own. Maybe that's a thing for this car. Do you also notice we still have the blinking sponsors? Don't worry, guys. This was the last race before the patch, so the next race, the Belgian Grand Prix, it should be fixed. But we're now going to go on to lap 18 because, guys, I'm not kidding you. Nothing happened. Nothing happened during this race, and Jackie made a couple of mistakes, and here comes Kevin Magnussen back to take P8. But nope, that's not going to happen. Thank you very much. We'll keep hold of that. Jackie's still P8, although Magnussen, he's going to come around the outside of turn 2. We know how that's going to work. I mean, let's be honest. Come on, guys. We knew how that was going to work already before you even thought about it. It just wasn't going to end well for you. Don't try around the outside of it, because it just doesn't work out. But meanwhile, boring race won by George Russell. And it's going to be not just his third victory, but back-to-back victories for the King's Lynn driver. He's going to win the Hungarian Grand Prix from Charles Leclerc and his teammate Lewis Hamilton. I think that's the first time I've seen Hamilton on the podium this season, isn't it? I'm pretty sure George Russell's been the star of this Mercedes team. Oh, as Jackie runs wide. But that's fine. That's fine. I think I see that. Oh, she's run wide again. It's a good job that Kevin Magnussen is nowhere even close to her. But I tell you what, this is going to be 4 more points to her claim. And she did all the work at the start of the race. That's what she did. She did all the work at the start. And you've got to give her some respect because Miami was a decent race for her in the wet conditions. But this, I think, really demonstrated her ability as a wet weather driver. I think, you know what? Yep, absolutely, race over. Hey, let's get some applauses going for that. It was a boring race, but it was a good race. It's always good when the girl can bring home some points.
And it's a performance to be proud of from our Hungarian Grand Prix winners. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
It's an heroic effort for any driver to race in conditions like these, and seeing them fight their way to the front was very special indeed. They were able to find all the grip, all the good lines, and had the confidence to get on the power to top it all off. That's what pushed them into first place today.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners. So let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Charles Leclerc, currently leading the championship standings, extends his lead even further with this result. So then, Natalie Pinkham, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to the governess. They did a great job at getting the very most out of the tyres without losing pace. Something that's a very handy skill to have in modern Formula One.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. It was a tough race for our championship leaders, who lose ground at the top of the table. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
I would say, what does Natalie Pinkham know, but she knows talent when she sees it. George Russell, third victory. Can we call George Russell Kings Lynn's #1 driver now? Ahead of Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, Carlos Sainz, Max Verstappen, Bottas, Perez, Jackie, P8. Another 4 points to the Chase-Liner. Kitty, yes please, thank you very much. And then the two Haas cars, Magnussen and Schumacher. Juri, P19. But he held back a 4-time world champion. So I would say, all in all, job well done for Juri Vips today. Nicholas Latifi bringing up the rear. I don't know why he finished so far off the pace. Maybe he had a wing change or something. But yeah, good race. Wrap it up then. You know what? 4 points is better than no points, isn't it? I think she worked her ass off there. She put in a shift. She has got to give the secret for these lightning starts. She really does. She honestly does. Oh, we got some upgrades. Yes, get in. Get in now with the upgrades. Right, we're going to get rid of this sponsor, because I think it's almost impossible. Now, let's see if there's a better one. Let's see if there's a better one. Achieve, score... Ooh, I like the Achieve one. I somehow think Achieve... Achieve A? Maybe that's Achieve A. Somehow I think they would look good on our car. So would Blue Star. Let's have a look at the weekly income, see what everyone's saying. We're not doing that one. No chance, not yet. Driver of the day, maybe. No. Ooh, Zer. Look at that bonus for just getting 5 points. That's what, a P7? She can do P7, can't she? Blue Star also looks like a good one as well. So does, yeah, we're not going to be doing Salve anytime soon. We haven't even got a rival. Complete a clean race with Sunburst. Ooh, I want to keep that one in mind. Definitely Shark. Score more points than the team directly above you. Do you know what? I think it's got to be this Zer one. Zer? Yeah. Let's get Zer on the car. Welcome Zer XER to the team. I think that's how you pronounce it. Zer? Zer. I don't know. We got upgrades, right. We need to get some, excuse me, upgrades on the go, especially with Italy on the horizon. We need engine power. I don't think I want to wait either. I want to get some big boy upgrades on this car. I really, really, really want to do that. But we gotta get the chassis work done. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Ooh, tertiary wing flaps. That would come in for would that come in for Italy? I don't know, but I tell you what, I really do. I mean, that's a big one as well. Oh, I don't know. I really, really don't know what we're going to do. We'll have a think about it. We'll have a thought about it. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We're going to head to the season break. Before we do, let's get something done for Juri. Oh, I tell you what. Give me 25k. Absolutely. 25k, and then we'll see you back on the other side of next Monday for the season break for the Belgian Grand Prix. It's Belgium, Holland, and Italy next week. Oh, that's going to go down well, isn't it? Anyway, get subscribed if you haven't done so. Hit the like button. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Stay safe, be kind to each other. You can't be kind to no place in the world you can't be kind to other people. We'll see you all next Monday for the Belgian Grand Prix. See you tomorrow for Tracing World 2. Until then, bye, folks.